A lot of you have probably heard me speak at some point in time. Whether or not you're listening to me, I don't know. But I speak pretty much every freshman orientation. We went through that. We're coming to this here and try to present. There's some things that I want to discuss about campus safety and about the police park here on campus. Statistically, SDSU is an incredibly safe campus, which is something that we're very proud of here. But we do want to be proactive in making sure that the students, the faculty, the staff, and the visitors to this campus are all safe while they're here. You all play a large role in that, especially with our visitors. As you're showing them around campus, you're the first people they get to talk to. The first people who really get to set that standard for the safety that's here. And you're actually looking out to keep them safe while you're walking backwards talking to them, which is kind of cool when you think about it. So we thank you all for that help and that assistance. It's important to remind people that we are here to help maintain the safety on campus. So please learn, that's why we're here. Our number one goal of this department is to help our students, faculty, staff have a safe time while they're here and move on to whatever's next for them going on. That's the first and foremost and most important thing that we're trying to do. We try to be out there and smile and meet people, but we don't always get to do that. So we're always out there working, so a lot of times people don't see that we do have a lot of programs beyond enforcement that we do implement here. Some of the things we do security assessments of facilities around campus. So we go around and check out facilities, usually when people raise concerns, or if our officers observe something that's of concern. And we'll look at the physical environment, how that environment is built, the location of items within that environment, and see if there's anything we can adjust to make that area safer. A good example of this is the library. When I went to school here, I graduated in 2007, the library was not being used a whole lot. It felt kind of dark. There were a lot of thefts, cell phone thefts, book thefts, that kind of stuff out of there. And so when I got an opportunity as a police officer to go in there and talk to them, we were able to make some changes in there. In the 24/7 area, all those study carrels you see, those boxes, we had them turn them all so you can see from anywhere in the room if there's somebody at those boxes. We went from having about 5 thefts a month in that space to almost completely eliminating them. So that's one of the programs a lot of people don't see that we have. Another one of the programs we offer is the active shooter survival training. It's called ALICE. Has anyone taken that class? A couple of us, excellent. It's a difficult topic to talk about. Very difficult topic. But we try to make it as palatable as possible and to get some conversations going, get people thinking so that they can be better prepared if they ever do find themselves in those situations. We also offer self-defense and personal safety and awareness courses, which help people kind of learn why people who attack, with things that they're looking for. And then we give them an opportunity to learn some defensive maneuvers. And then at the end of it, they get to beat me up. I put on a red suit, and they get to practice everything they just learned. So if you're talking to folks and they want to be a cop, not get in trouble for it, that's probably the one time you'll have the opportunity. What else do? We do a lot of community relations things. We come out, we provide education, just general interaction with various communities on this campus and around the campus. We partner very closely with the other law enforcement agencies in this county to help make sure that people are safe. If something's occurring, we know that there's a large event on campus, we'll bring in more officers to help assist with that event to make sure that everyone is safe on campus. Has everyone seen the blue light emergency dress phones? There are 177 of them on this campus. And that does not include the one that is in every single elevator on campus as well. So those are located all around campus. That way people need to get a hold of us in an emergency, they can go ahead and do that. Pressing the red button on it, just like calling 911. It's a speakerphone. That only goes to one number. If somebody needs to get a hold of the police for some reason, that is an excellent way that they can do that. If somebody has their cell phone stolen, that's a great way they can get a hold of us as well, is through those machines. You can also request a safety escort by doing that. We do offer safety escorts during all hours of darkness, every day of the week. So if somebody's on campus, they're going to another campus location, and they want a safe escort in doing so, they can get a hold of our department, and somebody in a uniform will come help them out. They have to be in a uniform. That's how a patch. Doesn't have that, we call 911 because we need to figure out who's trying to do some bad stuff on campus. yes, valuables. People tend to leave valuable items visible in their cars, or items that can be perceived to be valuable. Oftentimes when people are breaking into cars, their mental state is altered due to substances in their body, so it's things that seem like they could be valuable. I had one victim had their car broken into because I had a $5 makeup compact on the front seat, and that was the only thing visible in that car. But this person who broke into the car thought it was valuable. So we want people to keep their cars looking like they're coming straight from the dealership on the inside, nothing visible inside of it. And if you have to put stuff in your trunk, do it before you get here. Because unfortunately there are some people out there that will sit in parking lots looking for people to put valuable items in their trunks, so that way they know which cars to target specifically. Are there any specific questions that anyone's had about the police department on campus? Yes?
Do you guys like offer any programs for students that are looking to become like police officers in the future?
Yeah, we have our community service officer program for our student employees. It's one of the better paying jobs on campus as well. But if anyone has interest in law enforcement, they do not necessarily have to want to be a cop. They don't have to be a criminal justice major. They just want a job and they have a good head on their shoulders. We'll definitely take a look at them. It is an extensive background process for a college job. I believe the application is 23 pages long, but it's definitely worth it in the end. We also have internship opportunities for anyone who happens to be a criminal justice major or has a field that they feel that could assist in. Last year, one of our interns actually helped us out with developing our Aztec Shield mobile safety app. The Aztec Shield app is free for all mobile phones, Android and Apple products. With the app, people can report a crime directly from inside the app. It's essentially texting 911. They can even upload a photo or a video of what occurred. There's a cool feature called Friend Watch, where users can pre-select 3 people from their phone book. These people do not have to have the app. They just have to be in their phone book. And when the users, say, walking from the library to parking 1, and they want somebody to be kind of aware of what's going on, they can type that into the phone, they hit send, and those 3 people who are pre-designated all get a text message that says the user is walking from the library to parking 1. It should take them 10 minutes. And here's a Google Maps link to where they're at, where the phone is actually at. And then they get to their car. They hit that they're safe. It hasn't put in a little password to make sure that it's the right person. And then those 3 people get a message saying the user is safe. If those 3 people don't get that message after 10 minutes, or whatever the pre-designated time is, those 3 people will get a new message that says the user has not checked in safe. Try to get a hold of them. If you can't get a hold of them, call the police. And by the way, here's a new Google Map link to where the location is at. So if they're supposed to be going from the library to parking 1, and they're showing in the art building, you know that there might be a problem there or something to that effect. That function is not specific to this campus. You can use that function anywhere in the world. So if you have the app, you can use that anywhere. And also you can track our safety escort shuttles. So if you want to know where they're at, you can do that as well with the app. Excellent question. I mean, I have a lot of stuff there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Yes?
On tour, we say that your jurisdiction is the campus and surrounding areas. How far do those surrounding areas reach?
Our officers have jurisdiction throughout the entire state of California, but we typically stay within a 1-mile radius of campus. Yeah. But our officers travel all over the state to do their jobs. Yes?
So when you press the button, it's almost like dialing the police. So is it an operator or does it go straight?
It goes straight to the 911 dispatcher.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just like, it's exactly like calling 911. And it goes straight to our dispatcher as an emergency phone call. Yes?
So you said you can also use those to contact a safety escort?
Yeah, if you need a safety escort, you can press that button as well.
So how would it work if it went straight to the 911 dispatcher?
They can transfer you to the right person for it. We do ask that isn't used often for a safety escort. We would prefer to be used for emergencies. But if if you're walking around and you suddenly get that feeling something's not right and you need an escort, you hit the button at that point and get that way. Yes.
What's the non-emergency number that you call?
At 619-594-1991. And the non-emergency escort line is 619-594-1991. 6599, I believe. Let me verify that real quick. Six six five nine. Any other questions? Yes.
For your non-emergency number, will you only go to like campus? Like, will that not include the 1 mile radius?
Correct, yeah, so though we have jurisdiction throughout the state of California to do police stuff, each jurisdiction is responsible for its own reporting of crimes. So San Diego PD is responsible for any places that are off campus. There are a lot of places that you might not think are on campus that are on campus, and a lot of places you might think are on campus that are not on campus. So if you call us, we can get you to the correct person.
I personally have had an issue with that before, so maybe that's something like maybe put more information out about that non-emergency number doesn't cover that 1 mile radius.
Yeah, absolutely, thank you. I'm pretty sure that's actually on our website. Yes.
So, so there was, one time I had to call 911 because I got injured, and I was at work when I was doing it, I worked at the ARC, and we had called through, like the landline and the phone, there was nothing wrong with the phone, so it wasn't going through, which was weird, but when I called on my cell phone, isn't there like, if you're on campus, is it a GPS location?
Yeah,
that
so-
shows where you are?
It's based off of which cell repeaters the phone call goes to. So all the ones that are on campus will direct you directly to us. But if those are all full for some reason, it might direct you to the city, or it might direct you to CHP, depending on which the next closest repeater is that picked it up. So if you're talking about you're at the ARC, or you're at Chapultepec, or something like that, and the dispatcher sounds very confused, just tell them you're at San Diego State University, and they'll transfer you over to us. Show it first. But from the landline, it's just 911. If you're on campus, if you try to dial out and hit 8911, it'll tend to send you to the city, and then they'll send you back to us, so it takes more time to get your response out. All right. Well, thank you all for your time. I appreciate it. I want to know my email address, in case anyone needs to get hold of me. It's MPETERSO@mail.sdsu.edu. There's no N in Peterson. When I got hired in 2008, the state was in a huge fiscal crisis. They didn't have the letter N.